The inspiration for Illicit Love came from Harriet Wilson's memoirs, which is the story of a real Regency courtesan who was quite scandalous and known for being blackmailing a lot of the aristocracy. In 1825 she released her memoirs, and people were paying her to keep their names out of it, but within her memoirs there's a love story. She fell in love with a married man and had an affair with him for 3 or 4 years, and it was the amount of emotion she poured into the elements of her memoirs when she speaks about that relationship, which really drew me to be inspired to write Illicit Love, which is about a Regency courtesan too. Always been into writing. Gosh, even when I was 8 years old, a teacher said to me that I would write books when I grew older. Got committed to writing after I was 30, and I put it on my to-do before I'm 40 list because I wanted to stop saying that I want to write a novel and actually start saying I've written a novel. Well, I've always had a real passion for history, again since I was a child, so I guess historical romance chose me. I have written a contemporary story as well, and I probably am going to move into contemporary stories because love stories are love stories whatever the age, and that's what I enjoy writing most, is love stories. But the novel Catherine by Angus Seaton was the novel that inspired me because it was based on a true story and again a love story, and I really wanted to be able to write with that much emotion and passion about stories that went through history really. There is no different because you get so emotionally wrapped up in characters that I feel every one of them has a part of me, so I can't really choose at all, which is probably not the answer people want, but I really can't choose because they're all sort of a part of who I am. They've been living in my head from the month you're writing the book, so you can't really choose between characters, or I can't anyway. That's one of the things I really try and put into my writing, is the authenticity of emotion. And because I've worked in people management for years, I understand a lot of psychology, and I use that to really build characters that have a depth of realism in emotion and intensity, and that's, I think, perhaps why people think my writing stands out as being something different, because I really try and put myself into the books and bring out the tug and pull of the love story, and that's what's most important to me really. And yeah, it does wrap me up in it as well, because you invest part of you when writing it, so you don't leave it behind easily when you're writing. You get very caught up in your characters in the same way you probably would if you were acting, I guess. Everywhere and anywhere, so yeah, just any moment I can write, I'm writing, which my daughter and my husband would tell you is always. I never have time for anything else because I'm always writing. Obviously book 2, which is Robert's story, which is the brother of the lead character Edward in Illicit Love. And a lot of people are waiting to hear that story. So I'm hoping it won't be too long before it's out. And he's a bit of a cad, but he is a lovely character. Well, I hope if people read Illicit Love they really enjoy it. It's had a lot of really positive feedback so far, which has been fabulous, as it's my first novel. It's just been really emotional finding out how much people love it. So thank you for all the positive comments.